Hey guys, a little bit of a different video today. I wanted to show you how I set up for guests. We actually have guests coming this weekend, and one of my favorite things to do is host friends and family. And they're our first visitors since moving to Seattle. And so I just wanted to kind of give you a view into all the different things that I like to do to make our guests comfortable. And I'm just going to get right into it. So this is the guest bathroom that I'm actually in. We're lucky enough to get an apartment that has a second bathroom, and that's kind of what I wanted. I wanted to have a dedicated bathroom that guests could just use, so that way if we have family staying or something, we aren't kind of fighting for the bathroom. And so here I am, and it connects straight into the bedroom that I am standing in here. And so this is going to be the sink area. What I've got prepared is stress relief lotion and hand soap, but I always like to have new bar soap that they can open and use themselves, so that way they know that nobody's touched it, and I can get rid of it after if they have used it, or they can take it with them. I always like to have a nightlight available for guests, so that way, somebody who's unfamiliar with the space and all that, if it is pitch dark, they have something to kind of lead them into the bathroom if they need to use it in the middle of the night. This one is nice because it actually rotates, so you can aim the light however you want. It's LED, so it's a very soft light too, and I'll plug that in the day of. I do have a bowl of Q-tips out. I couldn't find the individual boxes of the travel size ones, and I'll get a little bit more into that. So I did leave out a bowl in case our guests need it. It's always nice to have a clock out, so that way they can kind of tell what the current weather is, the time, if they need to set their watches to the time zone. And currently we don't have this connected to our computer, so it's not really telling you what the temperature is outside. You can see it's kind of not syncing up right. So eventually we'll get that fixed, but that is always a good thing. And I have this out just because it's for us to use while we're, still using the bathroom. And then the day of our guests coming, I will actually take this out and throw it into the laundry. Always good to have a wastebasket. It seems like that's just something that maybe people don't necessarily think of in their guest bathrooms, but it's always nice to have that in case. I've got matches, tissue, and a candle just in case, and new towels set out on the towel racks. I always like to have lots of towels around, so that way it is all set. And I've got extras in the cabinet underneath the sink, as well as extra toilet paper, so that is all ready for them. This goes into the guest room, which is, as you can see, my desk area as well. And my craft cart, I'm actually going to be rolling that into my bedroom, so that way it doesn't block the hallway into the bathroom. Guest bed. Unfortunately, it's a little wrinkly because we just got all the bedding, and I have an extra throw right here, so that way if it does get cold, they have an extra blanket. So I wanted to make sure they had plenty, and there's 3 layers on that. And I've got the pillows all set, but I also like to put out Andy's mint candies. I found these really big ones, so I set those on the pillows. I kind of like that. I think it's fun. That's the nightstand area. I've got a larger light that I do have controlled by the light switch by the door, but then they also have the option of a reading light. And I've got selected reading down below, some magazines, some biographies. I will usually try to cater the books to kind of the interests of the people. But I mean, they're only staying for the weekend, so I doubt they're going to be doing any reading. But just in case, I've got some magazines. I'll probably add a travel magazine there. I found this Seattle Met magazine of perfect day trips, so I thought that would be really fun to put out. I'm going to read it right after they're done with it. I think we're subscribed to Seattle Magazine, and I actually got the recent issue, so I'll probably put that on the nightstand as well. But that's something that they can flip through if they're interested. It's fall, so I decided to put a little pumpkin out. I always like to have bottled water so they don't have to worry about trying to get that in the middle of the night if they need it. So I've got 2 bottles of Smart Water because we've got a couple staying with us, a little bottle of Perrier, and I will fill this with fresh water the day of, so that is ready to go. And swinging over to my desk area, I've kind of cleared it out of the clutter that I usually keep on it and kind of stuck it on the bookshelf there. So that way this is kind of clear in case they need a place to set out their toiletries or something. And I've kind of cleared out the floor too, so that way it's just very spacious. And over here, I think this is like my favorite part. I put together a gift, like a gift-ish kind of guest basket. So in case they run out of something, they forget something, it will be in here. So I've kind of stuffed to the bottom with a little bit of tissue. In here I've got a nail buffer just because I had so many, little cotton pads, lip balm, loofah, mouthwash, deodorants, toothpaste, toothbrush, ZzzQuil, and Shout stain removers, some snacks. There's more Andy's candies in this little sachet here. What else do I got here? I've got shaving cream, tissue, so in case they want to grab that and take it on the go with them. Lotion, shampoo, and conditioner here. So that's all there. Hand sanitizer. A couple Crystal deodorant towelettes if they want to grab that on the go. A mask just for the heck of it. And some makeup wipes. So that is for them to grab and use if they want to, and they can take it with them if they want to. So I did put a note. Forget something, check here. So they don't have to worry. I'll probably add a little bit more to it as we go, as we get more guests. But initially that's just kind of what I've got. Right here I have a journal that I actually turned into a guest book with a pen, so if they want to fill out a little note, write a little message. I always like the idea of a guest book, so I added that there. And then I've got a guest information binder. So inside there's a bunch of just information about their stay. I can kind of create a separate video for that of how to set that up, local points of interest and all that, that's in there. Like I said, I've kept this all clear for them to use. And then I've moved my desk chair over to the door so that way they can use it for sitting. They can set their luggage on it. This stuff I'm actually going to be moving to my bedroom so that way it is all cleared. And oh, one more thing. I did decide to put an extra little surge protector connector. So it actually has 2 USB connectors, and then it allows for a little bit more things to connect all at the same time. So if they want to charge their phones, that'll work out. That's the only one that I had in that size. Eventually I think I want to get a bigger one so that way if they need to connect more than one thing, it'll be all set. So that is it, guys. That is initially how I've prepared for guests, and I'm really happy with the results. We kind of had to do this within a week or so, and I really like the way I've got everything set. So I am going to go enjoy my night, and I'm really excited for our guests to come visit. They're old friends, and so it's going to be a fun weekend. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching. Let me know if you guys have any questions, and I hope you enjoyed this kind of a different video. I know it's a little bit different from my usual journaling content, but hosting is just, it's one of my favorite things to do. So I hope you guys are doing well. Bye!